You was drafted to the NFL.
Yeah.
And your brother was drafted to the NBA.
Yeah. Say it again, because a lot of people don't know that, man.
This man, Harry Douglas, the fourth, right?
Yes, right.
Was drafted to the NFL. Let me hear this clearly. His brother was drafted to the NBA. Do you understand? Thank y'all for tuning in for another show, The Art of Interception, where we say what needs to be said. I got a special guest with me, my boy, Harry Douglas the fourth, man. Harry Douglas the fourth, 10-year NFL vet, ESPN analyst. I would like to say expert, but he do NFL, he do college, he do all that. So welcome to the show, man.
Man, appreciate it, man. You know, as soon as you hit me, you know I was gonna figure out a time to be here for my boy. You already know that.
That's how we like. Love is love. Love is love.
Already.
Y'all don't know, man. We spent a little bit of time together, but that little bit of time we spent together, man, we vibed out, man. We was on it, man. One goal, man. You know what I mean? So let's get right to it, man. So, Harry.
Talk to me.
You're a Florida boy, correct?
I was born in Florida. But hold on now, son, because there you go. You starting this shit already.
You gotta understand. So
here we go.
Are you not a Florida boy?
It gets tricky.
Right.
Because I was born in Florida, but I moved here to Atlanta when I was 4 years old. So I'm a Georgia boy with Florida ties.
But you was born in
Florida. I was
first.
born in Florida.
So we get the credit of you being
course.
a Florida boy, right?
Whole family from Florida. My daddy from Gainesville, Florida. My mom from Liberty City down there in Miami. And then my sister was born in Gainesville. Me and my brother were born in Tampa. So we got the Florida ties.
So that's what. So it leads me to my next question, or my next statement. You see, his mom was from Liberty City.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If y'all don't know, that's the heart of the heart, the hood. It's hard to make it out of there, but everybody probably seem to look at you like a nice guy and you're a fun, nice guy. But people don't realize you play with attitude.
You don't need
a whole lot of attitude.
They don't know.
They don't know. So I like to say that comes from you being a Florida boy with the Liberty City ties, man.
Yeah, I would say that too, man. And growing up too, I was always undersized, son.
Right.
So a lot of people, they'll try to try you when you're undersized. They'll try to count you out most of the time. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I really told people this a lot. I actually grew up like with a little anger, little anger problem, in football. That's the reason why I chose football, because it allowed me to, to release a lot of that anger and get things out. Because, when people always count you out and they saying you can't do this, you can't do that because you're small. And I went to college 5'8", 125. A lot of people don't know that.
Ooh, 5'8", 125.
5'8",
All y'all
125.
people thinking that it's hard because you're small. Hey, sometimes it's about the heart, and God gonna give you a little bit of help. You know what I mean?
But mom and pops. My father's a dog now. Like he don't play. He raised me, my brother, and my sister certain ways. But I'm thankful for them, because him and my mom, because we always had the discipline, the balance, and the structure in life. And my father was a hell of an athlete.
Really?
But his father was in Vietnam, so he never had the guidance. So he made sure that we always had it. But it was just a couple things that did fly with Pops. Like if he raises it, you're gonna stand up for yourself, you're gonna believe what you believe in, and nobody gonna push you over. I don't care who it is.
Right. That's one of my topics too, man, about Pops, because we always seen Pops around, close family. Pops was always there to support, and I would hear. So first of all, are you a mother's boy or a daddy's boy?
I'm a mama's boy. He'll tell you. Look, if Pops was here right now, he'll be like, man, that's a damn mama's boy.
Dang.
100% though. But I have a great relationship with both of my parents. But at the end of the day, my daddy know I am mama's boy. It's times I used to strike out in baseball growing up.
Yeah.
And I knew I'm finna get it from my daddy. I'm riding with my mama. I ain't getting in the car. I'm riding with Mom Dukes.
All right, Mom gonna
my brother's
good.
a daddy's boy.
Oh, yeah. The daddy's daddy's boy.
Yeah.
Brother's a daddy's boy. But that's weird, because it seems, if I was just from the outside looking in, I would have thought you was a daddy's boy. You know, you told the story. Daddy been there with the structure. He been doing everything. Cause, you know, when Harry had problems with the front office, with the GMs or whatever, first thing come out of Harry's mouth is, they don't want me to go get my daddy. They don't want me to go tell my daddy. So you just kind of told us like he was there in y'all life, in the structure. You know, he was a great athlete, and he just wanted to see y'all do good there.
Yeah, man, I think it was dope though, because a lot of people don't understand. My father coached Pac-Man. Pac-Man, I grew up with Pac-Man.
Oh, Pac Dog.
Pat used to stay at my house every summer.
We call Pac-Man Pac Dog.
And then he coached Hines Ward. He coached Dwight Howard, Grayson Allen, who played in the NBA now. My brother. A lot of guys, man, that played in the National Football League, the NBA, or played overseas. But my father was always that guy that, you know, he'll go around and pick kids up and, you know, give them an opportunity at this game called life.
Right.
So I tell you now, man, all our friends, me and my brother friends, they want to be around our pops more so than they want to be around us. It's crazy to say that now. Like, they love our father more than they love us.
But that's what it seemed like on the team. It was like everybody see you walking, it's like, Pops, what's up, Pops? You know, it's kind of like everybody felt that energy.
He real though, bro.
Right,
like at the end of the day, my dad real. He ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing with anybody. He gonna tell you how you feel. If you fucking over his kids, he listen. He gonna act up now. He don't play about his kids, and even being grown, me being 38, my brother 36, my sister 40. To this day, if you play with one of his kids now, he gonna act up.
To this day.
Oh yeah. To this day.
To this day. To this day. So yeah, man. You know, my boy Harry, man, he's an interesting cat, man, fun cat, man. Always got great energy, man. You know, when I came to Atlanta, I was able to see that. One thing he did too, man. My boy, every time he scored or caught a good pass or something, he had some very entertaining celebrations, man. What inspired your celebrations, or what made you want to get up there and doodle brown and all that good stuff?
I don't know, man. It's just, you know, I like Uncle Luke growing up. You know what I mean? Uncle Luke down there in Miami.
Part of the 2 Live Crew?
Hey, if they wanted me, I could have fit right in with them. But man, growing up, you know, in Atlanta, and the culture of, you know, the skating rings, dancing, and then Florida, you know, Florida ties and the dancing. I don't think there's no place like Florida when it comes to like going out and everybody being out dancing. Not standing on the wall. Look at me, I got this on. This is no.
Out of towners look at that crazy because we on
Florida. It's not like
having
that.
Fun,
you
know.
They in that thing juking, you know, doing all that. But I don't know, man. It's just watching Andre Rison and then watching what was it? Guy Merton Hanks. They used to play for the 49ers with that neck. See, he was little too, little dude, skinny. I got a little skinny neck, just like Merton Hanks. And then
shout out to Merton Hanks, man.
Yeah, Deion too, though.
Man.
Deion. Just seen Deion down there at Jackson State working on college game day.
You don't even have to mention Deion. Everybody know, man. Everybody looked up to Deion. Even if you ain't play corner, you still look at Deion, right? Like
Deion was that dude and still is that guy. Right now, what he's doing, bro.
Oh man.
With HBCUs and changing the game up.
It's unmatched.
I salute you, my brother.
Salute you, brother, for your kids. For the culture, man, everything.
But it wasn't always dancing though, son. You know, I talk shit too.
Right.
You know, I don't back down,
you
stay down for nobody. No.
And guess what? If they come back, I'm gonna get my daddy. We gonna beat your ass.
Pops always ready.
Hey, one thing, I can vouch for that. Pops is ready, boy. Like the little silent assassin, you know what I mean? But that's what's up, man. So, out of all your celebrations, right? Which one you think was your favorite? You know, can you remember? You think you had a favorite one?
I think the most simplest one though, spinning the football.
Just spinning the ball.
I think that was the key one. But I also got another one though. New Orleans. When we playing at New Orleans and just telling Saints fans to shut the fuck up. Like being able to tell them how I feel. Now, it's tricky with me too because my wife's side of the family are Saints fans and they from down there. So I remember that. I kind of had to, like, you know what I mean, the culture and stuff down there too, you know, out of respect for her and her family and whatnot. But when I get in that Superdome, it's all fair games. And I remember, you know, being mic'd up and telling the fans to shut up. Shut up.
Shut up.
And I was mic'd up, and if I wasn't mic'd up, it would have been a little deeper than shut up.
See, man, I played my last 2 years in Atlanta. I came from Philly. Man, I came into this rivalry, had no clue what I was getting myself into. Hey, we hate each other. Atlanta and the Saints, like,
That's big.
mark this down on the calendar to make sure I release all my hate this day. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Ain't nothing but competition and love, man. Who that nation? Atlanta Falcons, man. So
And I got to give a shout out to Malcolm Jenkins too, though, man, because he was drafted in the first round by the Saints. And whenever he came to Atlanta, I would give him the tickets for his family. And whenever I went to New Orleans, he would give me the tickets for my family.
Right.
But there's times when we out that bitch brawling.
Right. But that's
like
how
straight
it
up,
should be.
straight up brawling.
Off
Like
the
we don't care
field.
about none of this tickets we done gave
Right.
to each other family. But when we get off the field, man, everything good, everything good.
Off the field, we cool. It should be like that. We cool. But on the field, I don't like you. You don't like me. I'm trying to do damage to you. I want to knock you out.
I respect opponents like that, though.
Yeah.
Guys, you know, when I try to cut block them, they trying to knee me
That's
in my
why-
face.
That's
You
why
know, I respect that.
I had to tell everybody that you play with attitude and you ain't this nice guy, because it seemed like every other play, this man come off the field, hey, this dude, I'm finna cut him. I'm finna, hey, who is this hairy guy? Like, what are you turning into, brother? Like, you know what I mean? And it was like every game, it's just like, it's like he get hyped. Like I pulled up in the car. I don't know if you see me. He in the car.
Bouncing.
Like, what is going on?
As soon as I seen my
with
dog,
you,
I
man?
got excited. But remember, I used to break it down in the circle.
Right, yeah, you
I
did,
used,
yeah,
I used,
forgot.
I used to break it
down.
down. I used to break it down in the circle. The
forget
team, I used to
everything.
put me in the circle. I used to
How you do
jump up and down, wings,
Hey.
throwing me up and down.
And once he do that, boy, we ready to go to
It's
war,
time to go.
boy. My first year was there. They hadn't never won a playoff game.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yep.
But when I get there, you know, we had to change the momentum, turn it up a little bit. Harry come up there with that, He do that, boy. He get me hyped, and it's time to play some ball, boy. You hear me?
And we used to go to, like, you know, me and my partner Weems, we used to go to coaches and DBs in pregame, though.
Oh yeah.
And tell
Weens,
him-
I didn't
and-
play
and-
with Weens, but me and Weens, man, shout out to Weens. We got
Tell him how we
close
felt.
friends, man. Zay Butler, man. But I heard, yeah, I used to watch Weens, man. He's a demon, man.
Dog.
Dog, straight dog out there, man.
You know, I ain't gonna be around no puppies now.
Yeah. You see, he got a little floor in him. He can't hang with the puppies. He got to
Dogs.
hang with the dogs. You know what I mean? I don't know how I go in Jonesboro. I know y'all hanging with the dogs up there, but you know what I
Southside
mean?
the best side. Hey, Southside the best side now.
Southside the best side, right? That's what's up, man. So let's talk about Matty Ice, man. Our boy Matty Ice,
Yeah.
man. Matty Ice, I think he's a great quarterback, really good quarterback. What you think stopped him from winning the Super Bowl, man? What you think stopped him?
I
You
would
think
say,
the organization. You think it's
I don't know, it's kind of tricky though, because you would think when you've seen a guy like Matt Ryan, who had a Julio, who had a Roddy, myself, Tony Gonzalez, and Michael Turner and Snelling and all those guys in the backfield, that he would have won a Super Bowl, and he came close.
Right.
Now
Came down there close, right?
I would say this about the Super Bowl that they recently went to and they lost, and everyone thought they should have won it when it was up 28-3, and I understand a lot of people are saying Shanahan should have made certain calls and this, but I personally thought Matt was at the point in his career where he could have overrid it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yes.
And got into a play. Now, I say that, but with Shanahan's mindset as a coach,
Right.
that can be, you know, it can be head clashing.
Yeah, definitely.
But at the end of the day, it's times where I do see a Tom Brady and I do see Aaron Rodgers to tell their coach, you can kiss my ass.
Right.
This is what we're doing. And if you don't like it, you see him barking on the sideline. So I did think he should have went with the play that he thought was feasible for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But granted, I do got to give him his credit, because you talk about a quarterback getting the ball on time, 1, 2, 3, the ball out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's gone, thrown with anticipation.
Right.
And Matt was great at all those things, deciphering the blitz or whatnot, but we know he not rolling to the right and throwing that bitch 40, 50.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? But and we knew what Matt was, and Matt knew what we were. So it worked well. I wish we would have got a Super Bowl out of it.
Right.
But I'll tell you this, and a lot of people give me hell for saying this, Matt helped save this franchise, though.
I strongly agree with you,
you
brother.
know what I'm saying?
It's
Because-
like he get a lot of hate for no reason. Like
Exactly.
this guy, he's overstepped a lot of boundaries and became who he's became.
There you go.
With limited resources.
And we
you know what I
came
mean?
in together in 2008, so we spent a lot of time together. And it's just crazy to hear people around Atlanta discredit all the things that he has done and what he's meant to the franchise. You gotta remember now, they went through the Petrino era, and I played for Petrino in college, and the team wasn't good at that moment.
Okay.
And then you go through the Michael Vick situation, that whole nine. I'm glad he back on his toes. Shout out to Mike Vick.
Shout out to Vic.
So when the franchise was at its lowest, you drafted a guy that started from day one, understood the mental aspect of the game from day one. We was going no huddle, and Matt was orchestrating and calling plays at the line of scrimmage in year one as a rook. You know what I'm saying? So
he should have kept elevating from that. You know what I mean?
But I just don't. I don't want people to sit up here and discredit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got to
what
stop
Matt
that Falcon
has
Nation,
done.
man. Matt was awesome, man. He did great, man. He gave y'all some great years, some great games.
But I am critical too, though.
Yeah, we are
because
critical.
because that's my
Critical.
job now. I'm an analyst.
We're critical of everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's our job. Yeah, we can sit here and
Like, he
talk
d-
about
he
the
done some
bad,
great things, but he's done
and
some
we can
things
talk about the
also,
good. We
you
can
know,
do that
that's
with
questionable, too.
everybody. You know what I mean? I'm finna bring up some things right now. You know what I mean? So, like you said, I'm asking you about Matt because I have to ask. You know what I mean? And I've been to a couple different teams, but I don't think people understand where I come from and when I talk where I'm coming from, because I'm born into New England. I'm born to Tom Brady. I ain't even got to say Belichick. I'm born to Tom Brady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the time, he's not the best quarterback ever. He's not the greatest player ever. You know what I mean? He's just a regular guy.
Yeah.
You know, started quarterback for New England, learning how to play. But I'm battling with him. I'm watching him prepare. I'm watching him throw a ball in the dirt with nobody covering, and he loses his mind. I watch him compete with me, and I pick him off, and he throws his helmet. The man is a perfectionist.
Yeah.
He wants to perfect everything. He wants to be the best. You can say in that time where it's time to change the play, ain't no question.
He changed it.
Ain't no question.
He changed
He
it.
gonna change it. He
Yes.
gonna do what he think. And I think that's the difference sometimes. What separates some of the greatest from the greats. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like we used to talk about it on defense. You know, coach called this damn cover two or the blitz. He been blitzing all day. He be running cover two. Me, Vrabel, Rodney. You know, man, change this shit. Mike Vrabel come right in the front of the huddle. Look, man, coach got us calling this call. We changing this. Yeah, we got your back. This is what we doing. We all gonna play the play.
One band, one sound, though.
Yeah,
You
one
see
band,
what I'm
one
saying? Like,
sound.
and I was always big on that too, though, son, because there's times where our receiver group, and you know how close we was, me, Rod, who, and all those guys, man, we were close, man.
Right.
And we were like, listen, if we gonna get in trouble, we gonna get in trouble together.
Right. That's all.
If we gonna change it, we're gonna change it together, and we gonna make it right.
That's all.
Now, just know now, if it's not right, we're gonna all catch the wrath for it.
Together.
And we ain't gonna down nobody out who decision it was.
Together.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
So-
who changed the play? Me,
That's how we-
coach.
that's how we was.
Me, coach. Everybody raised their
Yep.
hand. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's how it's supposed to be. Like, man, you know, that's how you build camaraderie. You know, that's how we love each other and want to go to war for each other. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you gotta understand that, man. So you was drafted to the NFL,
Yeah.
and your brother was drafted to the NBA.
Yeah. Say it again, because a lot of people don't know that, man.
This man, Harry Douglas, the fourth, right?
Yes, right.
Was drafted to the NFL. Let me hear this clearly. His brother was drafted to the NBA. Do you understand how that dynamic, what you got to go through the whole life to have two people make their dreams come true? You know what I mean? But like you said, your dad,
Bro.
How did he help you in football and then him in basketball? Like, how did?
I'll say, bro, it was sacrifice. My father sacrificed so we could have. See, people don't know. It was times my mom and dad, man, missed house payments.
Right.
So me and my brother and my sister could do things. You
things,
feel me?
right, yeah.
And at the end of the day, it all came to fruition, you know, for our family. But my dad never forced us to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And for anybody who has kids, man, don't force your kids to do stuff. Present them opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
and if they take off and want to do it, then they tell them they gonna go 110%. That's how I am with my kids. I'm not forcing my kids to do anything.
Don't let them be lazy.
No. They're not gonna do that. But whatever you do, you're gonna do it 110%.
Right.
And I'm gonna support you.
But what if the kids say they don't want to do anything, Daddy?
Oh no. That ain't happening. No.
But how do you, if you don't force them and they say, Daddy, I don't want to do anything but sit and
Well,
play
I think
video
it's
games.
that there's that fine line too of where people may think you're pushing your kid, but you're actually trying to motivate your kid to do better as well.
Right.
But
And
people
inspire 'em.
got to understand that fine line, right? How to be an inspiration. And for me, my role model was my father.
Right.
It wasn't this guy that played in the National Football League, this guy playing in the NBA. My father was my role model.
Right. That's the
My
best way to
favorite
be,
athlete
man.
all time is my damn brother.
I'm still mad my daddy wasn't my follower. I couldn't follow my daddy. He wasn't my leader. I'm still mad. I'm still angry as a grown man about that. It's just like, why couldn't you be that? Like, how hard is it? Like, you know what I mean?
But you probably
up.
had somebody else though, right?
No, man.
When you got New England, it was the guys on D.
Yeah,
that you had.
that's,
You see what I'm saying?
that's when it started for me.
Exactly.
When I got to New England, it's an older team. You know, I'm asking this guy about marriage. I'm asking this guy about money. So this is when I started learning how to be a man, you know, because I grew up with all women, girls, you know. I got my mom and my sister. I ain't got no uncles, no big cousins. I ain't have none of that, you know what I mean? So everything I learned from men, like the barbershop, my first sexual transaction, you know, which is called
transaction. Your encounter, bro. Your first sexual encounter.
my first sexual encounter, right? So, you know, I don't have a man. I'm trying not to use profanity and get messed up on this channel, you know what I mean? So my first sexual encounter, I have sex, obviously, but I never had a man to show me what sex was or how the process go and this and that. So she hands me this thing, which is a derm, a condom. We don't call it a condom. I hope I can say that, but a derm, whatever condom.
What kind was it?
Shit. That shit might even be real. I don't even.
You was using a black tuxedo.
I didn't even know what a condom was. You talking about what was it? She handed me this thing, talking about rip it and put it on. So I rip it, put it on, and guess what? It's feeling good. But get this thing in the way. Let me take this off. Get this out of here. Oh, it's feeling real good. Now, guess what's finna happen though? I'm finna pee. I gotta pee. I ain't finna stop now. This pee feeling good. Fuck it. Just pee in her.
Oh,
Just
man.
Pee in her. So now, after I done peed in her, I go to the barber shop and I hear this man in this barber chair telling the same story that I just felt. He like, man.
And you didn't thought you done peed.
I thought I done peed. He break it down and he ain't tell me directly, but I heard that's when he ejaculated, he nutted, you know, whatever. I'm like, wow, I nutted. That was a nut. I'm like 11 years old. I'm in Glen Cove apartments in the hood, man. Y'all know Glen Cove, man. God damn, boy, that was a day right there. But like you say, man, growing up with your father, or with men around, you learn these things a little earlier, you know what I mean? Whereas all women around, man, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm living and learning.
For me, that helped me out tremendously though, because I was always so laser focused because of, you know, having my father there and the principles he instilled in me. Like I had girlfriends and stuff, but I wasn't really into sex like that until really, you know, my last year, high school, summer going to college and stuff like that. I was always so laser focused on what I had to do, bro. Like it's crazy. And a lot of people think I be telling them a story when I say that. I was just so laser focused and I had a plan, I had a goal, bro. I wanted to make it and I ain't want nothing to hold me up. Damn. Honestly.
That sounds like my story too. Like, you know, I was a little, like telling you a story. I didn't have guidance, you know what I mean? It was just me and my mama. She made all the sacrifices your dad made for me to make it. But I was saying, growing up, I was a little knucklehead, didn't really understand the rules, didn't have rules. First of all, I didn't have to be in the house at a certain time, didn't have to go to school, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in 7th grade, you know, going into 8th grade, 7th grade,
you know, in middle school, you had to be in 7th grade to play basketball. So I'm finna get ready to go play basketball, but that's when they telling me I got to have the grades to play on the team. So that's when school started becoming important to me. I'm like, oh man, before that, straight F's and D's. F's and D's. I only come to school when I got new clothes to show in front of the girls. And they know that. They call, oh, he only here because he got some new shoes on.
He got that fresh fit on.
Yeah, everybody at my house, we stay four houses down. We 20 deep playing socks in the house, running around. It's a skip day. They got the police patrolling my house. They got the dean wanna kick me out. They can't stop me though. I got my mama. She gonna call in for everybody. Everybody good. So I can't be stopped. You know what I mean? But I'm saying that to say this. Like, you know, I started off without the guidance and the know-how and knowing what to do. But when I learned what to do, when I learned that, you know, causing all this trouble, getting in trouble will mess you up, I went to college, man. I left that old life behind me. I went to college and said, I'm never gonna get in trouble. I ain't never been arrested. I ain't never, no record, none of that stuff. So that feels great to me from where I come from, with all my friends, man. Yep. Just to be able to say that I made it through this far without getting in trouble and stuff, making my mama proud, man.
That's one of the biggest things that I always respected about you, because you real raw and you straightforward. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of people in our world get it misconstrued.
Right.
They think real raw is out here getting locked up, you know what I mean, just doing stupid shit for no reason.
Right.
And I think that's one of the narratives we gotta diminish, you know what I'm saying, in our world, because if you gonna sit up here and tell me being locked up is cool, then I'm gonna tell you a damn fool.
Whole fool.
Like I have uncles that I got one right now that's still locked up since he was a teenager in high school.
Jeez.
Like family members, like, there's nothing cool about that shit.
At all, man.
Like, if people think that's cool, man, but
even just messing up your life, like you say, we decided when we went to college we wasn't gonna mess up.
Nope.
You gotta be able to make a decision for yourself and say, I ain't gonna follow the wrong crowd. I ain't gonna get peer pressure to do the wrong thing. So, you know, I had peer pressure everywhere. You know, I was in college. A homie came to my homeboy house with a gun, with I don't know if I can say the word, but gun, and the bullet went off. Right in between us. You know what I mean? Yep. So, you know, you just got to try to stay away from the danger, stay away from the harm. You're going to have knuckleheads everywhere. But you, the art of interception, you got to make the right decisions and intercept the right path for you to be successful. You know what I mean?
You know what I also say, though? I'll tell people, man, if you got to lose friends to become a better man, then that's okay. A lot of people don't understand that, son. Like, they think, just because you let this person go, or you a punk, you a this, you ain't loyal. No, if that person ain't bringing value to your life and bringing positivity to your life, I'm cool with it. Like, now I'm at the age, I have kids.
Right.
I gotta live for my kids.
Right.
And a wife at home. They counting on me.
Right.
I can't be out here being angry and starting stuff with people.
Right,
This whole
you know?
nah, I'm past that.
They know we already kind of messed up in the head from the stuff, and then I can vouch for it. Like, I had numerous situations, you know what I mean? I have to have therapy with myself before I leave the house to hope nothing goes crazy, because it seems like always something's going crazy. But once again, I don't get in trouble, so I must be doing something right. It's y'all fault. Leave me alone. God damn it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Let's transition, man, since college expert, college analyst. I don't know which one I want to call them, but we're going to say college expert and analyst. All right? That work? College expert analyst.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Well, who gonna win the national championship? Go ahead. Say it right now.
That's a tough one. I would say for the first time in a long time, though, is that we got a lot of parity in college football. And normally when you have the number one team, normally you have the number one and number two team, there's a big difference between, 1 and 2 and 3 through 6. I don't think it's like that this year. When you look at Ohio State and what they've been able to do, but then I look at their schedule, right? Their toughest game came to Penn State, and quite honestly, watching Penn State's film, I wasn't too fond of them, the way they got the hell beat out of them to Michigan. When I look at Tennessee, I've seen Tennessee play twice in person. I don't know who's gonna stop their offense.
Right.
But the tempo they play with, tempo, man, it's crazy. Bama, if an NFL GM, if they're gonna have Will Levis rated higher than Bryce Young, you are out your mind.
Out your
Like
mind.
I understand the size factor, but a gamer is a gamer. Some things on the football field, and you know this, you can't teach.
Right.
You know, a player either just has it or he doesn't have it. Bryce Young winning the Heisman last year, he has it. Even that game against Hendon Hooker.
You know, they got the comparisons in quarterback, and you know, they got the Tennessee quarterback. Then they got what's the Tennessee quarterback name?
Hendon Hooker.
Hendon Hooker. Then you got Bryce
Young.
Alabama.
You got C.J. Stroud at Ohio State.
C.J. Stroud.
And then Will Levis from Kentucky. And then you know you got Anthony Richardson from Florida too.
Okay.
Yeah, you got all those
So,
guys.
as a college expert,
Yep.
how does it make you feel when they come up and be like, you know, we're gonna take this person over Bryce Young. We're gonna take this person over Bryce Young, man.
What I'm doing now, I laugh.
Yeah.
Like, cause I only think, literally, as one quarterback you can say, you know what, we're gonna probably take him over Bryce Young, and that's C.J. Stroud. Because of the size, the arm strength, he just does tremendous things on the football field, but nobody else in my eyes should be taken before Bryce Young. At the quarterback position.
The quarterback position.
At the quarterback position. Like,
Okay.
I've seen Will Levis play at Kentucky, and I just don't think he's on the same level as a guy like Bryce Young. Now, he has the size, and a lot of people knock Bryce Young because of his size, but the instinctive plays that Bryce Young made, man, like, and I've seen it last year, his Heisman year. I seen it against Texas, where Alabama couldn't do anything offensively, but Bryce Young made the plays that he needed to make to help them win that game. I watched him against Tennessee, coming back from an injury, a shoulder injury on his throw and shoulder, and giving Tennessee everything that they can handle. So I think he is, if not the best player in college football, he's top 3 overall, every position.
Okay. You know, you say something important too, and I think that's what, you know, I got caught up in it. My son get caught up in it, and I think the NFL, the scouts, the GMs, all y'all know is to say, this guy's prototype, this guy's prototypical this. You know what I mean? And that's what football is not about. That you're gonna go draft all these prototypes, and it's gonna be all bust. You got to watch what they do on the field and see what they do. What they say, my son's small, he ain't the 6'3", this and that. Where all the 6'3" corners that was drafted with him? He right there playing better, if not the same, better. You know, he's right there working like a dog, you know what I mean? So all the teams that passed him and me or whoever else because of prototypical sizes and whatever you want to make up, and man, cut all that foolish out, look at the film. If you can't understand athleticism and understand great athletes, and you just need a paper to read off because somebody's saying something, man, find you something else to do, man.
Well,
This ain't it, man.
look at Derrick Henry, though. When I was in Tennessee, we took Derrick Henry in the second round. It was
Right.
early in the second round, but
Right.
you look at Derrick Henry, there's no way, and what he had did in college,
Should've.
eye test-wise, there's no way he shouldn't have been a first-round
Right.
draft pick. But I'm a type of person, I understand analytics, I understand measurements, understand 40s, all that stuff. I get it.
Get it. We get
But
it.
at the end of the day, a football player is a football player. And give me somebody that understands the game of football and they make the instinctive plays. They do things that you don't normally see on an everyday basis. I'm taking that guy every time.
Right.
Like the measurables, like you got people drafting people that's 4.2s, 4.3s, but they can't catch a damn cold to save their life, or they can't run routes. So why am I drafting you just to run fast?
Right. Man, I had this one friend, man, Big Red, man. Shout out to Big Red. If you see this Big Red, boy, you finna laugh, Big Red. Big Red, he played defensive tackle in high school. And he was so funny. He wanted to play kickoff. So bad. He was so every time they ran out on kickoff, son, see what I'm saying? He keep yelling for all the fast motherfuckers on kickoff. Look what they do. They run down and run right past the motherfucker. Put me on kickoff. Big Red, these tackles don't play kickoff, bro. Unless you
athletic like that. You just athletic like that.
They want the fast people on kickoff, man. So yeah, man, all that prototypical stuff, man. Just look for players with heart. Look, man, look, what you was 5'8" when you got to college when you get drafted? What you was?
5'8", I was 5'8", 125 when I got to college. I probably got drafted at like 5'10", It's probably 155. Like it said 165, 170. I wasn't 175. I was none of that. So but when we got there though, I used to have to weigh in every week. We weigh in, but I used to have I stuff weights and stuff in my pants and my girdle and stuff to weigh in, so I make the weight.
You wasn't trying to lose.
I was trying to gain.
Everybody in it, they trying to lose weight. This fool here trying to gain weight on the scale, boy. Ain't that something? Because you get fined, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can put the fine on him if he don't gain weight or if you don't lose the weight. They have a target goal, and they might say it's $100 a day per pound or something like that. Man, that stuff add up, man. That stuff is serious, man.
Keep my ducats.
All the little ducats we was getting, man. So, yeah, man, so we heard a lot about Pops, man. We didn't see Mom that much. Man, give us a shout out. Give a shout out to Mom, man. Give us a little story on
But Mom's be around, but Mom's just
quiet.
she in the
quiet
cut. And I
huh?
tell you, my mom is a blessing though, bro. Because that's why I learned to be, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that my father isn't nice, but I learned my soft side from my mom.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Gentle, always turning every negative into a positive.
Right.
My mom send me scriptures every day.
Right.
She's very religious. She send me scriptures every day, but don't let her fool you because she's from Liberty City. She will slap the hell out you. So don't let her fool you now. Yeah. But she send me scriptures every day, man. If I'm upset about something, she always know when I'm upset without me even telling her. She always know.
And mama intuition, man, is crazy.
And she'll
man.
call me, "How you doing, son? I just want to let you know that God loves you. I love you, and you're doing great things." And
Perfect timing, mama. You don't even know what I was going through, mama.
And look, and I could be on the phone fussing. And each time after I'm done, she's like, "Well, it's gonna be all right. Go to this scripture, but what about this?" She always resort to positivity, man. So, because of her, I'm heavy in religion and stuff too. So, me and my mom, man, we have a bond. I have a great bond with my father too. But my mama, I am my mama's boy, son. I'm telling you right now.
If you can't hear it, man, the man's a great, well-rounded guy, man. Very well-rounded, man. You know.
It's been times my mama knew I was finna slap the hell out of somebody, and she like, listen, like that. I don't think that's the best thing that you should be doing. Like you gotta calm down. Like so she'll.
Mamas know they boy too, man. They feel it, man. They know when they about to go crazy, man. So man, shout out to Mama, man. Mom Dukes, Mama Doug.
Mama Doug.
Mama Doug. Shout out to Pops, man. What else you got, man? That's about it, man.
Man, so. You talked about my brother, man. Let me tell you why I think it's so unique that both of us was able to play a professional sport. Being a professional athlete, everybody can't relate to you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And it's just sometimes you may be in you may feel like a dark cloud is over your head, or you may feel isolated because people don't understand A, B, C, or D. Having a brother, I never felt like that. And then having friends in the league and professionally, when they talk to me about stuff like, man, nobody just don't understand me. I can call me and my brother got released at the same time, bro.
I was about to ask.
We got released at the same time.
Did
and
he get drafted before you?
He was after me. So he went in the first round to the Knicks in 2009. I was 2008. But bro, when we got released at the same time, I can't remember what team he was on, but when I got released from the Falcons, I was in Orlando at the time, visiting. I was at his house. And no, I didn't want to get released. And we kind of like laughed about it because it both happened to us at the same time. But
so
we felt each other pain though. You know what I'm saying? So man, we just took him and his kids to Dave and Buster's and had a hell of a day. But it's stuff like that, man. And then there's times where he'll call me to talk about stuff that nobody can understand but me because I'm going through it too. So and then we're already best friends. Like he takes more so of my mom's side, like chill, quiet, relax. It's always a shout out, crazy brother. I won't say crazy, shout out.
Crazy
outgoing. You know what I mean? But he's more laid back, chill. But that's why we work well together because we're total opposites. But that's my best friend. That's my ride or die. And if you mess with my brother, you're gonna have to deal with me. And if you deal with me, you're gonna have to mess with my brother.
And then you're gonna have to deal with Pops because they're going to get daddy.
Yeah, that's
whether daddy in a wheelchair or whatever, something's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But if y'all hear, man, from the when you're going through things in life, you're going to be going through things. Everybody go through things in life, man. But what you can do to help yourself out, instead of just running around crazy, what he's saying is have your foundation. Help solidify yourself a foundation, somebody you can lean on, to cry on, somebody you can talk to when you're going through things. Job not working right, they about to release me. You know what I mean? I need somebody to cry with. I need somebody to talk to. You know, brother had that good foundation.
It's crazy. Me and my brother didn't cry together, bro.
Really?
Me and my brother didn't cry together about different things, but it's one
Not
of those
no
things.
female, right?
No.
Oh, not no female now. Don't be crying together about no
My
female.
mom and daddy raised us better than that. No way.
That is
We ain't crying over that.
Yeah, we ain't
but it's
crying
just,
over
it's just, you know, certain things in life that you may be going through, and then I'm there for you, bro. I'm here. I'm crying with you. Me and my brother might as well be twins.
Right.
Like
I almost kind of thought y'all
the way we
was.
interact with one another, man. And then my mom, she actually was pregnant with twins and had a miscarriage before my brother. So we actually called him a miracle baby because he wouldn't have been here if she would have had those twins. So,
Well, last thing before we wrap this up, I heard you say something about like everybody else. I didn't have those problems with my brother getting drafted because I can talk to him or he relate, but he got drafted after you.
yep.
Ain't it supposed to be the other way around? He supposed to be talking to you to understand the process and all that.
But we did though, and even like when he came out, you know how people get line of credit and all that stuff.
Right.
Nah, we ain't doing all that.
Ain't doing that.
What you need, bro? I got you.
Right,
So
right,
I gave him his money.
So
Like we're not doing all
but
that.
how is he advising you and giving you the advice and the stuff you need to make you feel
Because
better?
I don't think that's an age thing. You know what I'm saying? When you go through certain things in life, it was some things that, you know, that I was going through that he could help me with, and there was things that he was going through that I could help him with. You know what I'm saying? So it's just being in the professional space and being able to compliment one another and help one another though.
Right.
And we never looked at it like, okay, my brother can't tell me this because he younger than me. We just looked at, we're gonna capitalize on the knowledge that we both have and how can we make each other's life better.
Iron sharpen iron.
That's
basically.
it.
Iron sharpen iron.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
But
the
it's
best way
even
be,
to
man.
this day though, man, my brother will come home and you know, I don't play no more, son. But I still work out. But I don't work out like my brother work out.
Right, 'cause he still
and I
play.
got a weight room in the house. So my brother like, he waking up, I'm waking up to study film and study my media stuff, and he like, hey, so we ain't hitting the weight room today? And I'm like, fool, I ain't doing all them,
Oh, boy.
I ain't doing 45 minutes of abs like you do, cause the Joker rocked up. He got my 8 abs, all rocked
Still.
up, 6'3", 215. I'm like, listen, man, I'm not doing abs like that. I'm good. Like I'm gonna do my 10 minutes of core and I'm done. He doing 45 minutes, Every time we go to the beach, he wanna take his little shirt. He can't wait to take his shirt off.
That's how you know you been working out, boy.
Hey,
He been working out,
now
he been working out, he been working out.
Look, me and my friend, we be laughing at my brother so hard, bro. We be texting all the time. Look at Tony IG. He got his shirt off
Send
again.
it to the group chat there,
He
everybody.
got his shirt off
Look at him. Who he think he is today?
He got his
The
shirt
same
off
person
again.
he was last week.
Look, he got his shirt off again.
And again. And again.
That's little bro, but I love that. I love that boy, man. Like
Yeah.
it's when you talk about I'm my brother's keeper.
Definition.
And
They
it's,
should have y'all in the book right there. I can vouch for it. Like you say, man, and the way Pops raised them, they didn't have a choice but to be like that. If it was any other way.
we only fought one time in our life, son.
Right, one
We only
time.
fought one time in our life.
One
And it was
real
over some
fight.
stupid stuff that my brother was about to do, and we had to just fight over it so he wouldn't do it.
So he wouldn't do it. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta fight you, bro.
That's the
You can't
only,
let you do
because
it.
my pops raised us like that. Like, listen, y'all
That's
ain't gonna be
great.
fighting. Y'all
That's
not gonna
great
leave this
story,
house
man.
and embarrass each other in front of people.
That's
Me,
a
my brother,
great
my sister,
story.
my daddy didn't play that.
Right. Cause it's so easy to be jealous,
Yeah,
even though
he
y'all
ain't play
all
that.
made it. Like, you know, oh, you show him more love than me, or you show him more love than me. He's a special kid. Y'all treat me. It's so many things can go along, man. And man, shout out to that big bro, man, the father, man, holding down and raising two wonderful black sons, man. So yeah, man. Man, shout out to my boy Harry Douglas,
Deuce,
man.
deuce.
Deuce. Send us out, man. Send us out. Man.
I'm exactly how I'm gonna send this out.
How you gonna send us out?
This might be literally the most fun teammate I've ever had in my life. Literally. I gotta tell y'all a quick few things.
Tell him.
This man would pick Matt Ryan off in practice, and we would have fans at practice.
All right.
He would
Very
throw the
good.
ball up in the air, leave practice, go to the side and dap everybody up on the side, and then go dap the owner. Be like, Mr. B, what's up, man?
Let me cut you off. Let me help you out. So,
Oh man.
I'm coming into Atlanta, they got Brent Grimes. He's franchise, making $10 million a year. I got traded 7th-round pick. I'm even barely supposed to be on the team. So me and the GM, Thomas Dimitrov, we're familiar with each other. So, he's always come to me before the games. How do you get these interceptions? Blah, blah, blah. So now I'm finally traded there. But I'm telling him, I got to play the left side. That's my side. Brent, if we can move him over, let's move on. But we'll, do it. So,
And we got to give Grimy a shout out, though, because Grimy.
Yeah, shout out to Brent, man, my boy, man. Shout out to Brent. So, now we at practice. I done talked all this junk and told these people what I could do to get on the left side. They move Grimes over, man. Shout out to Grimy, man. Like I say, first day of practice. Remember, now I played for Philly, so Matt is used to me. He's used to throwing the ball against me. I'm picking him off. I think he scored a touchdown.
But can I say this first? We went into games literally, and our coaches said, like, we don't want to fuck with son. Like, leave him alone. Go to the opposite side where the duck was.
and don't cut block him.
Don't cut block him. That's those two things. Our receiver coach said, listen, we're not going to throw it. We don't want to throw it inside. And don't cut block him.
If you cut block
he only said that about two people,
blow
bro.
your knee out.
He only said that about two people. You and Troy Polamalu. The only two people he ever said that about.
Yeah.
Don't cut them two.
We coming for revenge, boy. Don't cut me. So now, like I say, we're here. Let me finish. At practice. It's my first day of practice at the Atlanta Falcons. You know what I mean? I'm on the side that I asked to be on. Brent's on the other side. So like I say, Matt, he's used to me. I'm over here. When he dropped back, he do this. He look this way. It's probably like the third, fourth series. I'm waiting to show these people what I can do. He dropped back, I'm over there. He look this way. Drop back, I'm over there. He look this way. I stop practice. I stand up. Look. Matt, ice! You got to challenge me. I got to show these white people what I can do. I just told all these white people I can play ball, and I'm going to intercept the ball, and I'm on the left side. You can't be scared of me. You got to throw the ball at me. Made him right up. Next play, guess what he did? Threw the ball at me. Pick! Like he said, I run around, practice, I'm napping everybody up. And that's how I'm introduced to Atlanta, baby. That's how I make them love me. That's how they believe in deuce, man. You know what I mean? So, you gotta put some money where your mouth is, man, and show up and show out, man.
But bro, it was your energy, the way you approached the game, man, your realness that helped our team out so much. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know if people give you the credit that you deserve. But I'm gonna give it to you because I know what it meant every day in that stretch line, question of the day. Because a lot of people think you play a professional sport, it's all good and dandy. Listen, you get tired and you get irritated with doing the same thing over and over again. That's normal life. But that question of the day, we having a stretch line. We joking around.
Gotta make fun of it.
Yeah, man.
What you saying? Like we go line up every day and stretch together. You know what I mean? So to make some fun out of it, I'm in front of the line. Guess what I do? Question of the day, everybody. When are they gonna give me a new contract? Something. Just bring up something.
Here's the funniest one though. Here's the funniest one though. We were about to play in the NFC Championship game. Question of the day. How many of y'all main piece gonna be somebody else's side piece when we had to write down the names of who gonna come on the stage if we had won that game?
How many of y'all gonna be bold enough to write your side piece down and come on the stage? Right. I do remember that one.
And then he used to go around, hey, now coaches, this is when we was 8-0. We 8-0 now. Now, I know y'all, benefit from being 8-0. Your wives taking care of y'all a little bit more now because you're finally winning. You got your little thing on the side.
The side piece, happy with you.
Man, we used to have some fun, man.
Hey,
but that's fun. That's football, especially when you're winning, man. That's what it's about.
Right.
Not going in there stiff every day, not able to show your personality. That's how we was from you to Mike Peterson to Roddy to myself to all of us, man. That's how we were.
That's how you got to be, man, in life, man, every day, man. Just don't turn that thing into a normal routine, man. Enjoy yourself, man. When I leave out this building, get in my car, I might be like when Harris pulling up, enjoying myself. You know what I'm saying?
Because your boy gonna bob. But I gotta thank you, man, for thinking of me to come on your podcast.
Yeah, man.
That's huge, man. I know your son is named after you, but it's only one Mr. Pick Six now. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it. The art of interception, man. Send aside the art of interception, man.
Love is not just, between the opposite sex of one another. I think this is love right
Yeah,
here.
and energy.
Because I respect you on so many levels.
Likewise.
But man, when you have somebody out there that you do love, don't be scared to show it to them or let them know, because we don't know when life gonna be cut off. So
Right.
I love you, my dog.
Love you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
Already.
you, bro. All right, now you gotta tell them the art of interception. We out of here.
This is the art of the interception.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you next. But you gotta be somebody to be on here.
Ooh, and he's hey. And we out, baby.